Today I'm going to be reviewing 3 Belle Tress wigs for you. I'm going to show them to you right out of the box, and we're going to compare what you get in the box to the stock photo. How did they compare? Stay tuned to find out. Alright, so we're going to start with Chloe in the color British Milk Tea Rooted. Chloe is 100% hand-tied. She's part of the Luxe collection. And right off the bat, I'm looking at what I got versus the stock photo. And I noticed that there's a bit of face flop happening here on both sides. And just because it happened to this particular wig does not mean that all Chloe's come with face flop. Things can happen in the shipping or in the storage where that happens to certain pieces. So I'm just going to show you what I'm getting and how I handle it. Face flop, box hair, it's all part of the wig journey, and knowing how to handle it can really help. All right, so that right off the bat looks much straighter than the stock photo, which shows her having a curtain bang that kind of goes back, and the layer on this side also goes back. Also at the bottom, hers seems to like come in more. This seems straighter to me. I'm going to spin and show you the entire style the way I received it. I'm going to give you my dimensions, and then we're going to talk about all the measurements and everything about this wig, and then I'll go into what I do to work on this. Okay, so my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches ear to ear. I'm 12 inches forehead to nape. I'm 13 inches. My face is 8 inches long. My forehead is 3 inches. My neck is 3 inches, and the width of my face, temple to temple, is 10 inches. I give you all of those measurements so that you can take your measurements, compare yours to mine, and have a better idea of how a wig is going to look and fit on you. If you don't know how to take those measurements, no worries. I have a video linked in the description below. All right, so as I said, this is 100% hand-tied cap, and it has ear-to-ear lace. So let's take a look at this here. The lace comes around the ear tab. Hopefully you can see that, because my hair actually comes a little bit forward from the edge here, so it may not, the lace may not show as much. My hair is actually a pretty good match for this color, which we'll talk about. Okay, the ear tab comes to right above my ear here, and behind the ear I have a little bit of space, so it's not rubbing on the top of my ear, which is good. I'll show you the other ear tab. I like to show both sides. Yeah, so you can see that lace coming around. When I pull it back, I kind of bend the lace, but it wouldn't normally be bent if you just let it lay flat. And then this is my hair there. It has a full mono top, so right now it's parted on the left. If I wanted to part it on the right, I could do that as well. As far as permatease, there's none. She's low density. And as far as fit, I took in the adjusters. It felt a little too big on me at first. And I'll show you where those are, and it's fitting me just fine now. Okay, her measurements. Her sides, 14 inches. Her nape, 9 inches. The overall length is 7 to 16 inches. Her side bang is 7 inches, and she weighs just 4 ounces. Really beautiful fibers. Now, she's in the color British Milk Tea, so I'm going to just read to you about that color. It's definitely a cool color. It's a unique color. The description says that it is medium to darker root color with a mixture of 8 different tones of browns and blondes to create the perfect milk tea color. The color is extremely versatile, spanning across ombre styles, mixing warm and cool tones from root to tip, and more subtle all over hues. Now, even though it's a mixture of browns and blondes, I always, when I look at this, I see almost a lilac, like a light purple. Some people say they see a pinkish hue to it. I could see either of those really. It's just very unique and I really do like it a lot. Okay, now let's try on the glasses under the ear tabs. It fits, I would feel it. Over the ear tabs, that's how I'd wear it. Totally fine. Now, because my hair blends with this color, I would take a rat tail comb, I like to do this, and go in and get my hair right there, pull it out. Look at how well that blends. Now, if I'm wearing the wig, I could even take a little more out. There we go. If I'm wearing the wig, it looks like it's coming right out of my head because my hair is coming right out of my head there. So that's just a little trick I use to make a wig look more natural. Now, if my hair color is lighter than the wig that I'm wearing, I can use a root powder and make my hair darker. But if I'm wearing a red wig or something very different, or a wig that's lighter in color than my hair, then I leave my hair in because I really can't do anything other than dye my own hair to make it blend more. But that's just one of the tricks I use to make it look a little bit more natural. Okay, so I'm going to try to fix this face flop using my MV 3-in-1 air styler, the curling iron. And I think I'm actually going to try to curl the bang under first, just so it's not so straight, and see if I can kind of comb it back. I don't want to curl it back because I don't want the hair to go like that. I'm sure if I were a hairdresser, I would know how to make it do what it's doing in the stock photo, but I'm not. So I'm just going to try some stuff here. The beauty is that this is heat friendly, so I can always restyle it. Okay, I'm going to spray a little heat protectant on this. I'm just using the John Renault heat protectant. And just rub it through the fibers a little. All right, now I'm going to put this in the air styler. I'm trying to do this in the camera, not the easiest. Okay, I have it set to medium heat. I figured I'd rather start lower. Let me just make sure the cool shot's off. There we go. And when you use this tool, you want to heat it up and then put on the cool shot and cool it. And then take your wand out. Okay, I'm turning on the cool shot. Oh, there, now I'm turning on the cool shot. I turned the fan up before. Just trying to feel it cool off. I'm going to just leave it here a second, cooling. Okay, so I got a little bit of a curl in there. Now, that's a little better. I still need to work on this piece here. I want it to kind of go back. I'm going to try maybe putting the curling iron in a little bit differently. So again, I'm going to try the, oh, I just sprayed myself in the face. Not easy to do when you're wearing the wig. I would normally do this on a head and in front of a camera. So please take that into account. All right, I'm going to try just curling this little bit back a little, see what happens. All right, make sure the cool shot's off. I don't know if I'm pulling the curl out or not. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. Did I put a crimp in it? Still not exactly what I want. Okay, I'm going to put it to high heat. Make sure the cool shot is off. Spritz it with a little heat protectant. I say to let it dry a little. Curl it under and turn it on. Making sure the cool shot is off. Hey, that gets hot. Just turned on the cool shot. I was feeling that. Okay. Okay, so I did get some curl in there, but I may have curled it the wrong direction. Okay. Now I'm going to try curling it the other direction. Same with the high heat. Like this. Cool shot off. Ah, now it's going the right direction. Okay, all but this front piece here. Yeah, that's going nicely. See if we can get this piece here going that direction. Use a little bit more of the heat protectant. Now you see, this is trial and error for me. So, okay, turning the cool shot off. The only thing I want to make sure is that I'm not putting the heat directly on the lace. I keep it, I don't know if you can tell, I keep it a little lifted. I don't want to mess with the lace. Pretty cold. Ah, got a curl. It's hard for me to see what I did. I gotta go look in the mirror. Ah, see, it's more of a curtain bang. There we go. You see, I got more of a curtain bang out of it by doing that. I am by no means a hairstylist. So if I can do it, you can do it. Hopefully you can see that there. And then if I wanted to get the layer coming in more here, I could also curl that in. I actually don't know that I'd want that. I kind of like the bottom there, but I do want to do this other side here, have that go back as well. So let me just get this bang here. It's more of, it doesn't seem like it's really curled. It seems like it's just kind of going back like that on the other side. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try just a little bit of the Peace Out cream. I put just a little bit on my fingers, rub it in, and I use that to kind of put the hair where I want it. And it stays on your fingers there. You've probably seen me use this in many videos by now. This is one of my favorite styling products. Yeah, I like how that came out. That came out nicely. Wasn't sure it was going to come out like that. I was like, how do you get this curtain bang to do that? I really should take some hairdressing lessons or something. Yeah, I think that looks pretty. I think this is how I would wear it. What do you guys think? Do you like it like this? Okay, now let's take this color outside. Okay, so here we go, the color British Milk Tea. Oh, look at my curtain bang. I'm so proud of myself. So you can see all the browns and blondes and how it does have that cooler tone. I don't know if you get the sense of the lavender or pinkish hue out here, but definitely in person I see it. Let's see if you can see there. All right, let's take this in the house. It's a nice day out. I expected it to be colder than it is. Okay, here we are in indoor lighting. Really pretty. After looking at my curtain bang outside, I think I probably would put one a little bit on this side, but I can do that. Okay, let's take a look at the cap. Okay, so here we have the cap. You have this lace front going all the way around the ear tabs, and the ear tabs are polyurethane and they have metal stays in them. So if you wanted to use some sort of adhesive, you could do that. It would stick to the polyurethane. The top is a full mono top, so you can part it anywhere. You have a regular nape here with Velcro adjusters, and you can see that this is 100% hand tied. No wefting to show should the wind blow or if you want to put your hair up in an updo. And the hair fibers fall more naturally in a hand tied cap because they're sewn in individually rather than in wefts or strips. Our hair is not in wefts or strips, so that's one of the advantages also of a hand tied cap, that the fibers fall more naturally. All right, so there you go. That's Chloe in British Milk Tea Rooted. So next I have Broadway in Macadamia Latte Rooted. This is one of my favorite Belle Tress colors. This is, again, right out of the box. All I did was unpackage her and take the tag off. Okay. Cute bangs, nice little waves. Kind of reminds me of a shorter Birmingham or a Madison with bangs. Now my forehead is 3 inches. We're going to take a look at all the measurements and everything, but first I want to compare it to the stock photo. Okay, so I'm looking at the stock photo and I'm going to say this is pretty close. I think the model here has a larger forehead than me. How long is the fringe? Yeah, the bangs are 3 to 4 inches and my forehead is 3 inches. Let's see where I have the hairline. I'm going to try just scooching it back a little bit there. Yeah, and I might, even if I wanted to wear a full-on bang, I might just trim it a little bit. But really, wow, what a cute style. All right, let me spin, show it to you. We'll talk about all the measurements and everything. Okay, so like I said, this is Macadamia Latte Rooted. That's the color. And this has an extended lace front. So let's take a look at that. Extended is ear tab to ear tab. A regular lace front is usually temple to temple. Sometimes extended will go all the way around the ear tab, but this is just ear tab to ear tab. It has a left monofilament part. This is where the part is right out of the box. If I wanted to, I would just, play with it to see where I want that part to be. I don't like a real straight part, but something like that would be nice, I think. Her sides are 6 to 8 inches. Her nape, 4.5 to 5 inches. Her bangs, 3 to 4 inches, so they're a little bit longer on the sides here, you see, and shorter in the center there. Her overall length is 12 inches, and she weighs just 3.4 ounces. No permatease, low density. Wow. Such a great style. I'm loving this one. Really loving this one. Let's take a look at the ear tabs. Here we go. So you can see the ear tab comes to here. There's a little bit of a space there. And then behind my ear, I have plenty of space. It's not sitting on the top of my ear. So that's nice and comfortable. There we go. And you can see my hair sticking out there a little bit. I wouldn't pull my hair out in this one just because the texture of this with the waves is nothing like my hair. I'd have to fool with my hair. Plus my sideburns are just long and straight. They might actually be too long for this. So I would just leave it in. Okay, as far as the glasses under the ear tabs, I would feel that over the ear tabs. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to show you where the adjusters were on Chloe. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Okay, so the adjusters you can see on Chloe, I brought them in pretty far. So this does fit, I would say, above an average size. You could go larger with this. You could still go smaller than I did, but there's definitely more room in Chloe. As far as how Broadway's fitting me, she's fitting me perfectly. I would not need to adjust her. I didn't touch the adjusters before I put her on, so we'll check where those are. when I come in from outside. Okay, let's talk about the color, Macadamia Latte Rooted. I love this color. It's a warm color. It's a rooted color. It has highlights. It has it all. It's a combination of medium and light brown, highlighted with light gold blonde and a mixture of ash blonde and light gold blonde, rooted with medium and light brown. It is a blend of golden blonde, honey blonde, natural medium blonde, and champagne blonde highlights. So they really use a lot of different colors to get this effect. And I just think it's so beautiful. All right, now let's take this color outside. Okay, there's a little bit of a breeze here. Here you go, Macadamia Latte Rooted. Look at that beautiful color. Gonna walk in. I think tonight we're gonna have a fire. I love a fire in the fireplace. The crackling sound, a glass of wine. Sounds good, doesn't it? All right, here you go, inside lighting. As far as how I'd wear this, I really like this just kind of messy, wavy look. You could put it back on the side or both sides, or put a headband in. You could wear the bangs to the side. You do have that lace front, so you could tuck it behind your ears. It's low density, so you can show the lace front. There's so much you could do. You could wear it like that or with your bang down. Love this style. All right, let's take a look at the cap. Okay, so you have your ear tab to ear tab lace front. Your left side part, you have this much space in there if you want to move your part a little bit. I did not feel any permatease in this. I guess there could be a tiny bit in here if there is any. I don't really feel it. You have open wefting, the velvety ear tabs with the metal stays, the extended nape, and the adjusters are in a little bit there. So that was perfect for my size head. You definitely have room to make it smaller. And I would say that this, let me feel the stretch. It does have some stretch, but I would say it goes to an average. Okay, so there you go. That's Broadway in Macadamia Latte Rooted. Oh, loving her. And finally, we have Cardiff in Crushed Almond Blonde. She looks like she's going to be pretty. Okay, she's not feeling as snug as Broadway did, or as loose as Chloe did. When I first put Chloe on, she felt loose and I had to move the adjusters in. I would probably move the adjusters in on this a little bit right off the bat. Let me just do that. And then while I do that, I can show you where I put it. Yeah, they're out at the very ends, so I'm just going to move them in. And I moved them in about that far. You know, that's better, but I could still move them in further. Interesting. So this one also seems to fit larger. I'm gonna move it in a little bit more. Okay, now this is how far I have it in, just so you see. That feels good. I'm gonna say this one goes larger than average. If you guys have Cardiff, let me know if you had the same experience. Just curious. Oh, pretty. Okay, let me look at the stock photo for Cardiff. First of all, it looks longer on me, but that happens often. Not sure if it's just a difference in our measurements. I don't know the model's measurements. It does have the side bang here. The side bang seems to come off of her, right? Like at this part of her face. So because it's longer on me, that part is longer also on me. But other than that, she has a little lift in here also that I don't really have, but you've seen me do this before. I'll do it right here for you. I'm going to use the John Renault piece out cream. I love using that to get lift. It's so easy. Just take a little bit, rub it into my hands, and I'm just going to stick a little right there, like that, and voila, got me some lift. She doesn't have a ton. Now I have much more than her, but I like that. I like it with the lift. Okay, let me spin and show you the style. I probably should have done that before I went lifting the front, but oh well. I think she's such a pretty style. Really nice. Okay, so let's see here. We have, with this, the extended lace front. So again, ear tab to ear tab. Beautifully done. The left side mono part, you can see there. And sometimes I notice some of the Belle Tress wigs, and I think it's done to look more natural. The front of the part is more sparse, and typically with your natural hair, it is more sparse up front. And then your part gets narrower going back. So I think it's done to look more natural. Some people don't like that. It doesn't bother me at all. Let me know what you guys think. And you can decide where you want to part it. Okay. As far as her measurements, her nape is 4 to 4.5 inches. Her bangs, 7 inches. So if I were to pull the bang down, it looks a little longer. Maybe there's a shorter piece here. Yeah, there we go, 7 inches. The side bangs, 9 inches. So that would be longer than my face. That must be the other piece down here, the layer down here. And she weighs 4 ounces. I don't feel any permatease, very low density again. So all of these are low density, no permatease wigs that I can tell. Broadway, maybe for some of the waves, but I really didn't feel any. I just don't want to say definitely none when there might be some. It's not always easy to tell. Let's take a look at the ear tabs. Here you go. So it comes here, you have a space there. Behind my ear, I also have space. It's not sitting right on top of my ear, so that's very comfortable. Let me try the glasses. Under the ear tabs. Totally fine. Over the ear tabs, totally fine. Okay, now let's talk about this color. Crushed Almond Blonde Rooted. Now, this, if I step back, is a cooler toned wig overall, even though it does have some warm tones in it. It's rooted and it's highlighted. And by the way, if you don't know about our color charts at Frannie's Hair, you got to check them out. They're the best. When you go there, each color will tell you whether it's cool, warm, or neutral, whether it has rooting, highlighting, and also if you find a color you like, you can click on it and it will take you to all the wigs that come in that color. It's a pretty cool feature. Okay, so Crushed Almond Blonde Rooted is a creamy, cooler blend of light to medium sandy blonde with chunky highlights of light ash blonde and platinum, creating soft neutral light blonde with light and medium blended root color. And like I said, I do see some warmth in here, and maybe it's the way the rooting is extending down through the wig, but overall this is a cool toned color. It's really beautiful. Okay, let's take this color outside. Okay, here we are, Crushed Almond Blonde outside. So pretty. I really like this style too. Taking it through the house. It's starting to get dark out already. So early. And the kitchen lighting. Okay, and this one has so many styling possibilities. I love just wearing it down, putting it behind my ear. Certainly, you could put both sides up. Let me see if there's enough for a ponytail here. Yep, there's enough for a ponytail if you'd like, and I would pull some front pieces out since they come right around the face like that. That would be really pretty too. All right, let's take a look at the cap. Okay, so you have a lace front, ear tab to ear tab, the left side part, open wefting, velvety ear tabs, extended nape. You can see how close my adjusters are there. As far as stretch goes, there's plenty of stretch too. I'm going to say this goes larger than average, and if you have a really petite head, I think this would be too big for you. There you go. This is Cardiff in Crushed Almond Blonde Rooted. Okay, so there you go. You got a chance to see how I received the wigs compared to the stock photo. What did you think? I think all in all, the wigs were pretty close to the stock photos, other than that face flop I had with Chloe. I thought these styles were beautiful today. My favorite, I'm gonna say, it's a tie between Broadway and Cardiff. That's a tough one for me. Yeah, I think it's a tie. I don't know. You guys let me know. Which did you like best? And what you thought of how the wigs compared to the stock photos. All right, as always, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.